Now we'll discuss certain questions, 3-4 questions that is there in your book also, and questions which comes in the exam, just these general questions. How would a rose appear in a green light? So how would a rose appear in a green light? This is the first question given in your book. See, it is very easy. If you have seen the previous 2 lectures, it is just a primary color which is getting incidented on a surface which is also made up of primary color. Now this rose is red in color. This rose is red in color, and the light which is coming on it is green. Now as I told you, the surface will only reflect that color, that particular color which it is made up of. So this red rose will only reflect the red color. But unfortunately we don't have the red color, we only have the green color. So it will do what? So it will absorb the green color. If it absorbs the green color, then it will reflect what? It will reflect nothing. And if it reflects nothing, what it appears? It appears black. So this red rose, how would the red rose appear in a green light? The red rose will appear black. So it will appear black in case of green light. Similarly, if I happen to change the question a little bit, how would the rose appear in a red light? How would a rose appear in a red light? Answer is very easy. How would a rose appear in a red light? So this red light is coming. How would the red rose appear? See, it is very easy. The red color will only reflect the red rose. The red rose will only reflect the red color. Since red color is coming, so it will reflect the red color. So it will reflect the red color. So over here, what color is getting reflected? The red color is getting reflected and it absorbs nothing. So red color is getting reflected. So it will appear red in color. It will appear red in color. So the color of the object appears or depends on what color it is reflecting. In the previous scenario, it was reflecting nothing, so it appeared black. Over here, it is reflecting the red color, so it is appearing red in color. So what I can say over from here is that the color of an object is not an inherent property. It depends on the color which is incidented on it. So whatever color is getting incidented on it, over here is red color. If I change it to blue color, if the color becomes blue, then it will become, the red rose will become black. So the color of an object depends on which color it is incidented on it. Okay, so it depends. So red color, if it is reflected, it appears red. Now if I change it to blue, it will appear black. If I change it to green, which I already did, it also appears black, because red rose cannot reflect the blue and the green color, so it appears black. Now next question is, how would a leaf appear in red or blue light? How would a leaf appear in red or a blue light? So if I have a leaf which is green in color, now how it will appear in a red color light? Now if you see, if red color is incidented on it, now you tell me, this green color leaf will only reflect green light. Now as of now, only red light is coming, so the green color leaf will absorb this red light. So the green color leaf reflects only green color, reflects only that color. But over here we are giving what? The red color. So the green colored leaf will do what? Will absorb the red light, and if it absorbs the red light, then it reflects nothing. will absorb the red light, and it reflects nothing. It reflects nothing. If it reflects nothing, then it appears black. If reflects nothing, it appears black. Similarly, I think you understood. So red color is getting absorbed by the leaf, so it will reflect nothing, so it will appear black. Similarly, in the same situation, same scenario, if you change this light to a blue light, then what will happen? If I change the red light incidenting, if I change it to blue light, then what will happen? The green color leaf will now absorb which color light? Will absorb the blue light, and it reflects nothing, so it will appear black. So in both the situation, it appears black. And also the reason is very important. Why it appears black? Because it absorbs the red color or the blue color light. I hope you understood this part. Now see this question. Why a blackboard appears black and a chalk appears white? Anything which will absorb every color which is reflected on it, that will appear black. So a blackboard appears black because it absorbs all the colors which is incident on it. It appears black because what happens? It means the blackboard absorbs all the colors reflected on its surface. For example, if I say incident the blue color, nextly I incident the red color, and also I incident the green color. So what will happen? If all the three colors are incidented, it will absorb all the three colors and it will reflect nothing. You can see it's reflecting nothing. So it absorbs all the color and it reflects all the colors on its surface. So if it absorbs all the color, if it absorbs all the color incidented on its surface, incidented on its surface. So what happens? It reflects nothing. If it reflects nothing, then what will happen? If it reflects nothing, then it will appear black. Then it appears black. I hope you understood this part. So the object which reflects nothing, it will appear black. Now what happens in the case of chalk? In the case of chalk, if all these three colors are coming, the green color is coming, this red color is coming, and the blue color is also coming. Okay, the chalk appears white because it reflects all the color. It was reflecting no color. Now over here it is the opposite scenario where it reflects all the color. The blue color is getting reflected, the red color will also get reflected, and the green color will also get reflected. So if all the three colors get reflected, these three colors then they combine and it will give you a white appearance. So a chalk appears white because what happens? Because it reflects all the colors incidented on its surface. So when all the colors which are incidented on the surface gets reflected, then as a result it appears white. So it reflects all the color incidented on its surface, so it appears white to us. So I hope you understood these two points. Now let's discuss this question. This question is question number 7 of your long question answer, where the question says, the red and blue beam of light falls on a cloth that appears white in sunlight. So if I take a cloth, this appears actually white. So this is actually white in sunlight, means this appears white. Now white color has what property? White color has the property to reflect all the colors that are incidented on it. So a white color will reflect all the colors, Now over here they are saying what? The red and the blue color is incidented on it. So red and the blue color, so this is the red color and this is the blue color light which falls on it. So I can say this is a blue color light falls on it, and with a, also I can say the red color light falls on it. So if a red and a blue color light falls on it, the white body will reflect both of them. So this red color will also be reflected and this blue color will also be reflected back. So both the colors are reflected back, and if both the colors are reflected back, this red and the blue together they combine to give a magenta appearance. We know red plus blue, red and blue will get reflected, and what I can say, red plus blue gives you what? A magenta appearance. So as a result I can say this white color cloth, the color of the cloth appear to be what? The white color cloth will appear magenta in color. The white color cloth will appear magenta. So this is the answer. The white color cloth will appear magenta. Okay, so you got the answer. Now let's discuss the question number 8. Now in question number 8 you can see it is written red and green beam of light falls on a white ball. So I will have a white ball with me, and on a white ball which two colors falls? The red and the green. So the red and the green color falls on it. So the red color also falls on it and the green color beam also falls on it. If the red and the green both falls on it, then what will happen? You know, again the white body has a property to reflect all the colors which are incidented on it. So this white color body will reflect all the colors. So the white color will reflect this red color back, and this white color body will also reflect this green color back. See, both the colors are reflected back, then both the colors will combine, red and green will combine, and it will give a yellow color appearance. So answer is what? It appears to be yellow in color. So how do you write? The white ball will reflect the red light and also the green light. Okay, the white color ball will reflect the red light as well as the green light. This red and green will combine to give a yellow appearance. So answer is what? It appears to be yellow. Okay, so similarly I think you can understand if the question changes to what will happen if a blue and a green color light is incidented. Suppose I give a question where I change this red color to a blue color. So if I change this red color to a blue color, then what will happen? So over here See, this blue color light will come, and the blue color light will also be reflected. And if blue color light is reflected, then what will happen? This total body will change into a red and green and blue combines to give a cyan color. So what will happen? The white ball will reflect the blue light and the green light. So this blue light and this green light will combine to give what kind of appearance? To give a cyan appearance. So the question might change, but your logic should be correct. That white body will reflect both the all the colors that are incident on it. So it might be red or blue or green. So this reflects all the color. So as per the question, you can give your answer. So I hope I discussed all the questions regarding the color subtraction. Now we will deal with the color mixing.